Hey guys, what is good? Welcome back. This is going to be a short video. It's pretty late, and I just wanted to kind of get you guys all caught up on what went on, what happened, and what has been going on in my life. So here we go. So I ended up getting the place that I'm at. I'm actually here now, all moved in and everything. A bit of a setback last month, though, just because of the fact that I had to pay rent twice. Commuting and moving was very tough and difficult, so there was that. I had to do that in between just work and a lot of other things. So that was the hard part. I was pretty tight last month for finances and everything. And I still am this month. Another reason why I haven't been uploading as much is because of my situation with internet. Depending on how things go, I'll try not to mention this again. Depending on how things go, I might not have internet next month either, but if things improve, I will. So currently, no internet right now, which kind of sucks. So the other thing that ended up happening too was that my car took a dive. My car died getting to work. And lo and behold, it was on a Monday morning. Could have been a better time. I got really lucky. I ran into a friend in passing coming up the hill where I had to take my daily commute to work. And he ended up getting me off the road, helping me off the road. And a couple things happened that hadn't happened in about 4 or 5 years or so. I basically lost my shit. And two, I ended up panicking. So I ended up going into a dealership, and I now have a new investment, brand new car. Looking at $17,000 at a little over $200 payments every month. So for the next year, things are going to be a little bit different as far as my finances go. Definitely cutting costs, trying to cut costs and cut corners financially for getting things done and getting things paid and taken care of. So, but if anything, it's my new investment. The dealership said that I didn't really have like good credit. Apparently, I was 100 points lower than I thought I was last year. And after getting approved through loan officer, I found out that I was at least at 710. But apparently, I was 100 points below that. So, with that being said, this car is going to be my new investment. I'm not trying to see it as a burden, as I did see it that way in the beginning, but I'm trying to change my perception on that. So the car is taken care of. I now have a brand new car. It's definitely going to be reliable, and nothing's really going to happen to me in the long run. As long as I make these payments religiously, I will greatly see my credit improve over time. So word of advice, guys, and this is going to be a little bit of an informative video. Don't get a brand new car. If you can, buy used. Go to used lots if you can, unless if you are in a spot where you can't afford a new car and it's just going to help your credit improve and it's going to be an investment for you, then that might be the other way around it too. So there might be two sides to the coin there. So there's that. As far as one other setback that had also happened at the old place, I ended up having flooding. 2 weeks before I was finally out of the old place, I came home after work one night, right about 2 o'clock, I want to say, because of just how my commute was going. And I hear this spackling, like this loud pinging and echoing throughout my house. And so I go in and I walk in, I turn on all the lights that I can find, and I'm like, oh no. Flood in the apartment, flooding in my bedroom, my bathroom, and mid-hallway, about 2 to 3 inches of water dripping through 2 light fixtures, one in my bedroom and one in my mid-hallway. The bathroom was fine, but as the 2 weeks progressed, there was a lot of water damage in the walls, as well as my bedroom. So I really don't know how things are going to go with my deposit as far as getting that back through property management. But word of advice, though, make sure you take pictures of an apartment when you first move in and double check yourself just to cover yourself. I ended up taking pictures and videos just for the record, just to make sure that everything was taken care of and okay. And as far as that goes, I mean, it was really another thing that I did not need in my life, more stress and more to add to that. So ended up not getting any kind of sleep that night. My neighbor's apartment flooded because his toilet water tank burst. His toilet water tank hose burst. So that happened. It ended up flooding his part of the apartment too, as well as mine. As above, so below. It was this whole same situation. So that's what ended up happening. We got in through his parents because they had a spare key. So there was that. Spent another 3 hours trying to clean up the mess that I had and could. Got severely sleep deprivated. Then I got in contact with property management the next day. So there's no fault to blame on me at all because it was not my fault, but I would still like to see how things play out as far as that goes. So that happened. One of the other things that ended up happening too was that I got involved with someone. I was getting involved with a girl. We started seeing each other for almost 4 weeks. And unfortunately, things took a turn. All I was trying to explain to her was my whole current situation and what was going on in my life at the time. And that was it. That's my only point that I was trying to make towards her. But she took it as me being too much of a stressed out individual and thought that it was just messy as we went along. And so she ended up pulling a 180 on me and assumed, all I can really say is that assumptions were made about me that weren't true. And we ended up going our separate ways. Things did not work out. So, word of advice, don't get involved with a girl or date a girl when you're in the middle of moving and a bunch of extreme life changes are happening. So just don't do it. It's not worth your time. So through this, guys, I've had a lot of doubt come into my life and a lot of doubt come into my mind and my mindset and my perception. Don't let it intercede. Learn to remove the doubt from your situations that occur, especially things like this when life happens. So with that, I'll leave a link down below. Enjoy the video, guys. I'll be in contact with limited uploads, but stay tuned for more this month. Thank you.